Good motherfucking morning, motherfucking boys. Good motherfucking morning, ladies. How are y'all doing today? This must be a beautiful of Tuesday mornings. Happy 40th birthday. Nice, thank you. Actually, it's 28th. That's what my scale says, at least. But yeah, 1 year closer to death feels good, man. I can't wait. But until then, we are back in black for another episode of the God Gimme Show. And holy fucking autista, man.
Forsen, bro, are you gonna watch Mafia-thon 4? Not gonna lie, when the marching band woke I up, it woke me up too. I was spamming W's, bro. Cunting or not cunting gag violence. Also, sitcom link bitches.
Yeah. I don't think so. We got a fucking pre-stream motherfucking linker here, of course. Why you gotta be this way, man?
Annie, happy birthday, Force.
Thank you.
Oh boy, that means I get my special birthday treat, right?
Yes, even if it hurts, I will do it for you.
Wow, a birthday cake with real sugar. Wait a minute, this tastes like sucralose 261.
Nice try. Failed on the finish line. Yeah. Very good. We are, let's see here, we got some clowns. 84, thank you, welcome back, man. Shambles, 105 months. Disco record with 90 months. David Maba, thank you. Eric, you wait. We got Sony, 44. Rui. Better Call Forsen and Chronicles. Golem Trip, thank you. Thanks for 7. Your March and I Shuffle, welcome back as well. Is the birthday party later tonight still happening? Yeah. It's happening on a tier 3 sub only. It's gonna be fucking lit. We're gonna win clowns, fucking strippers. Yes, sir. Oh, and thank you for the tier 3, by the way, Mr. Yo Marsh. Happy birthday, Seb Forsen.
I love Forsen so much. When I grow up, I want to be just like Forsen. When I grow up, I want to be a Forsen. When I grow up, I want to be the Forsen. Forsen, I love you. Oh my god.
Very nice. Very Forsen parasocial, thank you. Claps. Alright. What do we have on the menu, chat? What is happening in the world today? Oh shit. My camera's been little for the last 10 years. Dota 2, huge patch. They put Pepe the Frog. That's kinda Nazi. Will you try infantry mod in War Thunder? If it comes, it looks like Battlefield. War Thunder, which one is that? Is that the flying war game? Is that a mobile game? I don't remember. It's like World of Tanks quality, right? Bird flu mutated. Alright. Better start eating chicken. New Silk Song DLC announced. I can't wait, 2030. 2030. Prepare MC next month. If there actually is anyone who believes that he can beat the God Gamer, you better get your brain checked, alright? Something is definitely wrong. Do a CAT scan, alright? Yes? Excuse me? Oh. Well, excuse me, princess. Alright, very good. Massive Deadlock Christmas update. Oh my god. Very nice. It took him around the same time to beat the 2038 as the time that is coming up now. What the fuck are you talking about? He's been at this record since I fucking did it like fucking years ago. Like, I don't even know. How many years has it been? Like 3 years? It feels like 3 years. Aware. Has it been 3 years? When was it? I think it was 2022. Yeah, 3 years. Damn!
Good evening, Mr. Force. I noticed you enabled a new emote for cinema moments. So here's one of the greatest moments in cinema history. Forsen is literally James Bond feels strongman.
Yeah, 007. I earned my numbers. I can't even see the emote because I don't have fucking 7 TV, but yeah. I bet it's fucking fabulous, man. I bet it's fucking fabuloso. Alright, let's see what we got in terms of links, chat. Let's see what we got in terms of links. I'm sure it's great stuff. Starting with the guy who donated 4 hours ago. 4 hours ago. 4 hours. And I could beat this game in just about 4 hours.
One of the most brutal and saddest thing is time, age aspect of life, the window of opportunity. You gotta accomplish certain stuff during certain time periods, or it is simply too late. One thing you cannot take back is your youth.
I'm telling you guys, anything is possible.
Time is that one element of life that you can't rewind or trade for. Yes, you can still achieve some things, of course. Some certain
happy
milestones or
67th
whatever,
birthday,
but
Mr.
will it
Force.
have the same effect? Will it have the same impact on your life?
When
girls are younger, they tend to fall head over heels in love. They haven't yet built up a bitterness towards men. Most young girls haven't yet built up a crassness and shallowness that comes with promiscuity throughout their teens and 20s. They haven't yet begun to see men only for what they can get from them. They are free to love without the responsibilities of child rearing, work, and a mortgage. Experts reveal the number of sexual partners you've had could determine how likely you are to get a divorce. The study found that for women marrying since 2000, those with 10 or more partners were most likely to divorce. That's right, when you settle down with a 35-year-old woman, you will probably never compare to her earlier crushes. When you're older and meet a woman around the same age, likely she will never be as sexually adventurous and as loving as she was in her past. You're paying a hefty price for a 20th or 30th hand product. You will always be the overly horny husband who just won't give it a rest. You'll never be the hot young guy named Chad who she was smitten with throughout the duration of their relationship, who she fucked behind a dumpster.
I work hard and stay on my grind through my 20s and some of my 30s, buying cars and networking, so that by the time I'm in my prime, I could find some Generation Alpha 20-year-old bride completely raised by the internet, who there's barely even going to be any of, by the way, because no one's been having kids in the last 5 years. So when young guys like me reach their prime, when they're 35, there's not going to be any young ones. There's barely going to be any. It's just going to be worse.
Before, and the fact remains that what is. You don't understand me. You are not expected to. You are not capable of it. I am beyond your experience. I am beyond good and evil. Legions of the night, night breed. Repeat not the errors of Nightcrawler and show no mercy. I will be avenged. Lucifer dwells within us all. That's it.
As Richard Ramirez is led to prison on that November day, he has one final comment for the media.
Big deal. That's always went with the territory. I'll see you in Disneyland.
Instead, Richard Ramirez went to San Quentin prison. His strange story continues. 10 years after his sentencing, he is very much alive, though he is confined to death row at San Quentin prison.
I know people aren't going to want to hear it and might make some people angry, but he's got some nice ways about
Top
it.
right bumper for Sin plus 3.
He's got like this
No further links. Thank you.
Boy, this small town boy quality, and he's kind of wide-eyed about everything.
Ramirez's strange charisma persists to this day. He continues to receive mail from around the world, and there are any number of sites dedicated to him on the internet. One of those who befriended Ramirez is juror Cynthia Hayden.
I sought out Rich to get the answers to my questions. Now, first of all, I wanted to know what everybody else wanted to know. Why? Why did you do this? How could you do this? He said he does it because he likes it. He likes doing it. He enjoys it.
Hayden has spent many hours with Ramirez.
He's really opened my eyes to the darker side of the world, and that there are people out there who are capable of these things, who like to do these things, and they're ordinary-looking citizens.
Once he was an innocent child, buffeted by a brutal environment. Later, he was a feared killer, ruled by Satan. Now,
Ruled by
he is
Satan.
fated to finish his days under lock and key. And on October 3rd, 1996,
Hey!
Richard Ramirez became a husband.
Come here! Come here!
Writing to him during
Come!
his trial, 11 years earlier.
Come back, come here!
I just want to say I'm ecstatically happy today, and I'm very, very proud to have married Richard and to be his wife.
gets it.
That's my ADC. Oh no, poor doggy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jesus. Happy birthday to you.
I'm literally Jesus. Very good.
You know, these devs really know how to get our attention. Sometimes it feels like they're having an arms race to create the most appealing character models possible. We only benefit from that for multiple reasons, to say the least. One reason being because those official models get released to everyone for free, and we break them down on this channel to uncover all of their secrets. Today's breakdown is a special one. The Great Feet War of 2025 will not be forgotten. Some of the most intriguing models from every studio yet. 10 toes down. So it's time to give these models a close inspection, extract all the info that we can, maybe do a quick sniff test, then reverse engineer them to create our own. Here's how our in-house reverse engineered foot looks compared to a foot from Wuthering Waves. Someone once said, don't talk about feet without bringing up Girls Frontline 2. This game in particular has a lot of their models readily available for download on their own website, and they do not disappoint. And if you want, go check it out for yourself, because if I press H right now, this video will be demonetized. But I can go down here and see that even though she does have her shoes on, the devs were kind enough to actually leave her feet in here as well. Meaning we can take all of her shoe, move it off to the side, then we can take this seemingly invisible foot and change the material back to the original. GFL2 is very serious when it comes to feet. They're a good place to reference if you want a more realistic style of foot in your models, as they know how to texture some of the more intricate details like where to apply blush on the foot, what to do for the toenails, and even at the bottom, you can see that it's so detailed to the point where you wonder to yourself, why did they have to go crazy and put literally every crease of the toe folds and the balls of the foot? It is a little uncanny, but out of all the games I've seen, this is the anime game that put the most detail into their feet. To keep things relatively efficient, of course the toe areas have more mesh density, but as it goes to the main foot base, it is merged down with triangles to keep it light in those areas that don't need as much detail. Areas like the heel do get a little more attention, and a little detail in the ankle areas to capture some of those natural curves of the feet. But as you can see, they can capture the ankle bumps quite effectively, even without additional topology.
Okay, least degenerate fucking YouTuber.
Hi to whoever's out there, if there's anybody out there. I wanted to do this video because I've seen a couple and it seems like it helped the people behind the camera. So this is my version. I'm nearly 35 years old. My life's a failure. It's a tricky one because a lot of it is mental health. And a lot of it is being over emotional, which as a guy, especially when you're growing up in the 80s and 90s, it's not good. It's not good. However, when I look at where I am currently in life, 35 years old, it's just a massive reflection on how much of a failure my life has been. I'm 35 years old. I still live at home with my folks because I haven't been able to get me a good enough job that's going to be pay me a wage that I can get out of here. Friend wise, I've got a couple now and again. Relationships, fail massively, and all in all, it just makes you feel like you're a massive failure. A massive failure. It's tough to admit it.
Me without streams.
You always try and go through life trying to be the best you that you can be. I've always tried to do that. I've kept out of a lot of trouble, and sometimes you wonder,
I mean, look at this.
Do your life experiences suffer as a result? Are you not having as much fun as everybody else? And what are you trying to prove, either to yourself or to others? But I guess for me, I've been brought up with the morals to try and be the best person I can be. That's like the nicest, the kindest, whatever else. And my patience has kind of tried to reflect that when it comes to relationships, but something about me just doesn't work, I guess. A lot of my struggles come from not having a direction. I went all the way through school. I was, an average school kid. Nothing too mental, nothing too crazy. In the UK, you go through your schools and you do like GCSEs, which is sort of like your, at the time it was your first set of real important exams. I did good in a lot of the ones that were important. I didn't do too good in stuff that doesn't matter. From that, I went into A-levels, which is like a little bit higher up, and I didn't do well in my A-levels. But the problem with A-levels is GCSEs, you get to pick 2 subjects, or you used to. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do down the line for a career. So when you're picking stuff, you're kind of picking without an idea. Same with A-levels. A-levels, I did law, psychology, and graphics. Didn't know what I wanted to do. I just wanted to do interesting stuff. But I came out with ease. Not with ease, but with ease, nearly fails. Didn't know what I wanted to do. Was seeing a girl at the time, and she was in a city far away, and I kept visiting her, and I really liked the architecture of the city, so I had a bit of a light bulb moment. Hey, why don't I go into the building trade? So I went to college. And I think that's where it all started to go wrong, because whilst I was at college, I needed a shoulder operation. And that was my first one. I managed to get all my college stuff done and go there and sort of have my operation and stuff, but the relationship sort of fell down. She was at university, I was not, and obviously with distance and stuff, when it's young love, it doesn't really work.
That is unlucky.
Hey, what's going on? It is, it is a nice, warm, sultry spring day here in the U.S. That's a perfect time, I think, for me to try another British product. And this time I'm testing Branston Pickle. Right here on So I first heard about Branston Pickle, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right, so I don't want you guys yelling at me. But the first time I heard about it, I was watching a video that James May did in his bug out bunker. And he was talking about Branston Pickle. And according to him, the best way to eat Branston Pickle is on a cheese sandwich. I'm outside, I don't have a cheese sandwich, but I do have a block of extra sharp cheddar and a knife, a cheap knife, not one of my best knives. It's an old steak knife that I found in the drawer, but that's okay. I'm outside and I'm enjoying the air. So let's get us a slice of cheese or two before we do anything. And, ooh, almost. And we'll just slice that bad boy right about there. And right about there. And I don't know if I'm seeing this on the camera or not, but anyway. So here we go with the Branston Pickle. I got this on Amazon. And I hope it's okay, because the little thing on top isn't sucked down in. Okay. Okay, get ready to yell at me because I'm going to taste it with plain first. But it's got looks like bits of carrot, and I'm not sure. Let me look here. Vegetables in variable proportions. Okay. So it's got carrot, rutabaga, onion, cauliflower, sugar, barley malt, vinegar, water.
Sugar? Oh my god.
Do you understand why people don't want to play with you?
No. Although it's a question I've been pondering since preschool.
Hey.
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 Hey, your copy of Science Magazine was in my mailbox.
Oh, thanks.
Check it out. All about planets this month.
That's an atom.
Agree to disagree. That's what I love about science. There's no one right answer.
So, you and Zach again, huh?
Yeah, me and Zach again.
Were we here earlier?
Okay, we should go.
Not yet. I want to talk science with the science dudes. Oh, and the science dudes want to talk science with you.
What do you want to talk about? Rocks? Dinosaurs? Our friend the beaver?
You know, I saw this great thing on the Discovery Channel. Turns out that if you kill a starfish, it'll just come back to life.
Was the starfish wearing boxer shorts? Because you might have been watching Nickelodeon.
No, I'm almost sure that it was the Discovery Channel. It was a great show. They also said dolphins might be smarter than people.
They might be smarter than some people.
Well, maybe we can do an experiment to find out.
That's easy enough. We'd need a large tank of water, a hoop to jump through, and a bucket of whatever bite-sized treats you find tasty.
I don't get it.
A dolphin might.
Oh, I see. You guys are inferring that I'm stupid.
That's not correct. We were implying it. You then inferred it.
Let's go.
You know, for a group of guys who claim they spent most of their lives being bullied, you can be real jerks. Shame on all of you.
What the hell did I do?
You laughed.
Our whole universe was in a shit. Bazinga.
Alright, maggot. You're a year older, and you're lucky you survived this far. So stick around, maybe you'll make another year, or maybe not. That's up to you, maggot. Keep playing the game, and happy damn birthday!
Real. Hey, next, Leprechaun J, CC Crony, C Crony, Kiwi Dad, Lamo, Adrian C, and Gorilla Park, 4 years. Happy birthday, sir. Gadgetgasm, Forsen Fist. Today you get the fisting. Thank you. No, wait, you get the fisting. The hell?
taking good care of you, buddy. You know, I never understood all these elaborate tortures. It's the simplest thing to cause more pain than a man can possibly endure. And of course, it's not only the immediate agony, but the knowledge that if you do not yield soon enough, there will be little left to identify you as a man. The only question remains. Will you yield in time? I want the money.
You didn't say no more links, Forsen. Fuck you, son of a bitch, and fuck you, chat. Just kidding. More sitcom links for each and every one of you. BTW. I'm in extreme debt and donating these fucking links.
It's retarded.
The password, please. I've got a little edge. Down there. Would you mind? To the right! To the right! To the right! You are a funny man, Mr. Bond. Ah! Yeah! Ah! Ah! Yes! 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 Now the whole world's gonna know that you died scratching my balls. Well, I died. I died? Yes. Because no matter what you do, I'm not going to give you the password, which means your clients are going to hunt you down and cut you into little pieces of meat while you're still breathing. Because if you kill me, there'll be nowhere else to hide. But you are so wrong! Because even after I slaughtered you and your little girlfriend, your people would still welcome me with open arms. Because they need what I know.
CBT.
Okay, so does that mean that demotivated men are producing less testosterone?
We can say that the data show that repeated failures take testosterone levels lower than they would be otherwise. That is not to say that people with low testosterone will always fail. Those with higher testosterone will always win. But just to be clear, because you are correct, but just people sometimes get hitched on this causal part. But indeed, one of the quickest ways to boost someone's testosterone is to have them achieve a win of some sort. Now, the win is translated.
Well, one of the things you do in behavior therapy constantly is you help people calibrate the zone of proximal development. So imagine that's Vygotsky's term, right? And so if you're in the zone of proximal development, you're pushing your skill development one increment forward. And it's one that you can actually manage. And so if you see people who are entirely stymied, we're sort of back to the cup of coffee or the coffee cup example, you want to find something they can do locally this week that would constitute at least a micro win. And you just keep, and if you talk to someone, you say, well, why don't you try cleaning up your room? Because it's a complete catastrophic nightmare. It's a good place to start. And this is often the case with people who are really demoralized and whose life is utterly chaotic.
I already won PUBG. I know what you're talking about, chat.
Well, you know, I had one client. He just had a child, and he didn't want to mess up this child, but he was living at home. He was like 35 years old. He had a child out of wedlock by accident, but he didn't want to be a useless father, and he was very afraid he was going to be. And he had good reason to. Like, he still lived at home. He lived in his high school bedroom, and it was a complete bloody mess. He was living like a 12-year-old, you know, a bad 12-year-old. And so I said, well, when was the last time that your carpet was vacuumed? And he said, well, sometimes my mother does it, but it's probably been months. I said, why don't you just bring the vacuum cleaner into the room and just vacuum your carpet. That'll be your task for this week. You know, and I knew that was a bigger task than you might think, because he'd been in that room for like 18 years and it was a mess. And so cleaning it up at all was a big deal. He told me that he dragged that bloody vacuum cleaner into the doorway and left it 45 degrees across the doorway and then stepped over it for the whole week without actually using it.
Goodness.
Yeah, resistance, that was resistance from a psychoanalytic perspective, because he saw the monster and was paralyzed. And so what we did was we reduced the task. I said, look, you've got some drawers in your bureau. They're probably a mess. Do you have a sock drawer? Yes. It said, like, clean up 1/2 of the sock drawer this week. That's it, just organize it. So you just keep cutting the tasks down week by week until you find the threshold for positive movement forward. And then what's cool about that too is there's a Pareto principle issue associated with it. So if you can find out where the person can start, it isn't linear progress, it's exponential progress forward. And so even if they have to start at a micro level, it doesn't.
All right, just clean your sock drawer, chat. Kipinski, welcome back. Sally just 309 months. Happy birthday, Dad. 5th birthday. Can't wait to watch you play Black Flag on the special tier 3 birthday stream later. You know it. You know it, man. Thank you very much. Welcome back, sir. Okay, what the hell is this, man?
Okay. I don't really know why I'm doing this. That's a lie. I know why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I feel helpless, and there's a kind of power in talking about problems, and I'm also kind of narcissistic, so I want to share it with you. I recently made the decision to stop smoking in my live streams because I think it's immoral. A lot of the people watching them, they're gaming live streams. A lot of people watching them are kids, so I think it's not moral to smoke while you're doing that in front of those people. But I'm not going to push this out to my subs, so. And I'm still smoking. And if I'm going to do something like this, there's just no way I can do it without smoking. So if you're a kid, let this be the first lesson. Don't smoke. I don't know what's going to happen to me 10 to 15 years from now. Statistically speaking, it's not looking good, but hopefully I quit very soon. It's on my list of things to do. But I apologize for even doing this, but I'm weak and I need to do it if I'm going to do what I want to do here.
Smoke it inside.
Probably smoke 10 of them before this is over. So, I am a 35-year-old loser. And there's no getting around that fact. I spent all of my 20s and half of my 30s so far doing almost nothing productive. I smoked pot. I watched porn. I played video games. Smoked cigarettes, got drunk.
Sounds like a life.
And I never took the time to really invest in my future, my finances, skill sets, knowledge bases, all that. It's not that I have no knowledge or skills, but none of it's very marketable. It might be marketable for something like YouTube, but I'm old enough to know, and I'm old enough to the point where I don't have the luxury of time where I can bet on YouTube or content creation or whatever to pay off. I'm going to do it. No matter what I do, I'll make room for this in some capacity, just because I just feel like I need some kind of like creative, comedic kind of outlet. So, but I recognize that it's not the kind of thing that you can bank on making a living off of. And even if you get lucky, and maybe you're making good money for like a 5-year period, You know, that can go away overnight. So I'm not putting all my eggs in this basket only because it makes zero sense. If I was 20, 25, I could do it more with less risk, but I'm not. I'm not even 30. I'm 35. I just turned 35 2 months ago. 2 months ago to the day, actually. And that's the first lesson. Well, the second lesson after don't do this, that I want to teach, impart upon young people. Although I have a feeling if you found this video, you're probably not that young, but in the off chance that I do get a couple of youngsters here, and I know that the 40 and 50-year-olds are laughing at me because 35 is young, whatever. Compared to a 20-year-old, I'm old as fuck. And the first thing I want to impress upon you, if you're in your 20s, 25, even if you're like pre-30, and again, I don't want anyone who's over 30 to lose hope here, because I don't think it's over at 35 or even 45. But what happens as you age is your options shrink. Your options rapidly fall away. And what you might have done in your 20s, maybe you take a couple of years, maybe 5 years to explore different career path options. When you start to near 40, you have less time to spend researching that kind of stuff and developing an idea of what you would like to do for a living. So it's very important that you do that work as early as possible. If you're a teenager, that's great. 20s, whatever. Again, 30s even. Like, I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm just going to roll over and die here. That is not the message I want to.
All right. I hope you got some life lessons there, chat, because I don't know what the fuck he was saying.
This is beautiful. It's more incredible than I had imagined. And yet somehow it's terrifying.
You are about to enter the great hall of the white throne of judgment. The Son who sits on the throne has beheld your heart. He knows your innermost thoughts and desires. Nothing is hidden.
All right.
You will approach when your name is called. At the gold rail you will kneel, where you will have a chance to address the Son of the Most High, the King of the universe.
Wait. You're saying then that this will decide whether heaven or...
As it is written, this is the most decisive and solitary moment you will ever face. Did you not read in the eternal scriptures of the King's judgment seat? Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. May your name be found.
It's so vast. The ceiling must be 1,000, no, 5,000 feet high.
The ceiling.
It's also magnificent.
Average religious cock.
God's love. And yet somehow I feel a holy sacred fear.
Come.
All the things I worried about.
How are we ever going to pay this off, Jeff? When are you going to shave that thing off your face? The board says they're going to evaluate my performance over the last 2 years. Terry, do you see a gray hair? Yeah, right there. Greg, I'm going to have to declare your room a national disaster area. I think these pants must have shrunk in the wash. Oh, distractions. Foolishness. This is the moment I should have cared about. This is the moment that should have consumed me all my life. This is the moment I should have prepared for.
I mean, send me straight to hell, because chilling with these dudes? Holy fuck, man. Kill me now, again.
Prepare yourself.
Hal Newman, it is now time to give an accounting of your time on Earth.
Royal, thank you for 4 years, man. Frummel is king, he says. Manzo Kudesu Nerquilla, welcome back in Jeremy. A great months. He got sent here.
Hinata, おでこ出して。はい。風邪みたいだな。念のため学校休んで様子見ようか。ミャネ、遊ぼう。あ、学校休めるのは嬉しいか。
嬉しいに決まってる。だって今日はミャネ独り占めできるんだぞ。
いいから寝ろ。やっと寝た。まったく可愛い顔して。電熱ほとんど下がってるし。
お、ミャネ、お腹すいた。
本能のままか。はい、お食べ。はい、
ひなたちゃん、大丈夫？これプリント。それと給食で出たゼリー。ありがとう。代わりにネギマ買ってきたわ。そっか。ひなたちゃんにはミャさんが一番の薬だもんね。おう。ひなたいないとノアもしょんぼりして元気なくなるから。ああ、それ内緒にしてって言ったのに。
でも映ったらいけないからまた明日学校でね。
はーい。また明日お邪魔しました。ミャネ、私ずっと一緒にいたからミャネ映っちゃってるかも。
私に映してひなたが元気になるならいいよ。
ミャネ。
Okay, sir. Anyway, I'll take a prime sub. Cat Sushi with prime sub, welcome. Beastly with the 2 years. 2 yields, Forsen Blunder. Thank you, man. Join the badge.
Wall Street used to be dominated by slick-haired dealmakers, coke-fueled stockbrokers, and Patagonia-vested finance bros with their rich daddies. And now it's run by nerds. Literal f***ing nerds.
Geeks, bruv.
PhDs in maths, physics, and computer science, the kinds of people who strike fear in their opposition at Rubik's Cube competitions. These nerds write trading algorithms in Python, run market simulations in C++, and make so much money that even they will steal your girl. But what do they actually do? How the fuck do they make so much money? Why are they so much better at trading than humans? And how do you go from a socially awkward autistic mathlete to socially awkward autistic billionaire? Well, thank God for me, because I'm about to tell you.
That's my quant.
Your what?
My quantitative.
A quant is a nerd who uses advanced maths, stats, and computer science to predict, trade, and manipulate financial markets in order to make massive money. Most quants work at hedge funds, investment banks, or proprietary trading firms, places like Citadel, Renaissance Technologies, Two Sigma, and Jane Street. And these guys pay. Top quant firms will pay fresh grads 200 to 400k straight out of uni. Sometimes even more if you've got that perfect combination of autism and genius. And again, same as I said in my hedge fund video, this is just the salary, the foreplay, the entree. The main course is the bonus. If your code prints cash, you're eating like a king. But now, real talk, what do they actually do?
They use mathematics, statistics, computer science to make money on the stock markets.
Shut up, nerd, I'll take it from here. To start off, you need to know what different kinds of quants there are. It's the same as asking, what does a doctor do? Well, are we talking about the ones that cut people open? The ones that stick their finger in your ass? Or the ones that stare at vaginas all day? You see, there's no one answer. And the same's true for our nerds on the street. So let's dive in. First up, we've got the quantitative researcher. These guys are the creative nerds. They come up with ways to beat the market with maths. You can think of them as financial scientists. They cook up some idea, like using satellite images of car parks to figure out how good a quarter Walmart's going to have, or tracking cardboard box sales across the country and inferring how many deliveries FedEx is going to make this year. They gather the relevant data, and then they test their hypotheses. And this testing is known as backtesting, where you have an algorithm or trading formula and you test its validity on historical data. Did the strategy work? No? Then get the fuck back to work. Oh, it did work. Great, pass it on to the next nerd in the production line. Meet the quantitative developer. The previous nerd was the architect. This guy's the engineer. And more specifically, this guy's the computer whiz. These guys turn the tested strategies into actual strategies that get deployed in the real world. They go and take the dogshit code that the research nerds wrote and turn it into production grade, diamond quality, AAA rated, gold standard money printing magic. Part of this magic making process is making sure it's fast, and literally every microsecond counts. Making sure it's scalable so it can handle heavy loads, and making sure it can run 24/7. So, the money printer has started. Now it's time to sit back, sip margaritas, and let the money pour in, right? Wrong. Meet Nerd 3, the quant trader. Imagine if Warren Buffett and some nerdy Asian lady had a baby. He would be a quant trader. These chads monitor the models, understand what they're doing in real time, and manually intervene if necessary. You can imagine the kinds of things models wouldn't account for. Things like COVID, Trump's tariffs, building demolitions, or a bunch of Reddit mids running up GameStop. And finally, we've reached Young, the risk quant. These guys have had to come first in a national maths competition.
I got second in that national math competition.
Rather than make money, their job is to not lose money. These geeks simulate worst case scenarios and build frameworks to try and catch things before they blow up. Okay, so quick recap. We've got the maths nerds who come up with ideas. We've got the computer nerds who build the algo.
Jack saying everyone, yeah man. Hello Mr. Force. What's up sir? Croping, Elastic. Thank you. Now they're just gonna be replaced by AI. Huh? They took our jobs.
Here comes our new boss. Be polite.
Hi, fellas. Eric Gablehauser.
Howard Wallowitz.
Howard, nice to meet you. And you are?
An actual real scientist. How was that? I can't believe he fired me.
Well, you did call him a glorified high school science teacher whose last successful experiment was lighting his own farts.
In my defense, I preface that by saying, with all due respect.
Thanks for coming on such short notice.
You did the right thing, Colin.
I didn't know what else to do. He's lost all focus. Every day he's got a new obsession. This is a particularly disturbing one.
Mommy?
Hi, baby. Excuse me, Dr. Gablehauser, are you busy?
Well, actually...
Sheldon, he's just doodling. Get in here.
Dr. Gablehauser?
Dr. Cooper.
Let's go, baby. We're losing daylight.
As you know, several weeks ago in our first encounter, we may have gotten off on the wrong foot when I called you an idiot. And I just wanted to say that I was wrong. To point it out.
Bazinga.
I'm sorry, we haven't been introduced. Dr. Eric Gablehauser.
Mary Cooper, Sheldon's mom.
Now, that's impossible. You must have had him when you were a teenager.
Oh, aren't you sweet? His father's dead.
Recently?
Long enough.
Please. Sheldon, shouldn't you be working?
Okay.
Hey, how did it go?
I got my job back.
Really? What happened?
I'm not quite sure. It involves a part of the human experience that has always eluded me.
Well, that narrows it down.
Leonard? Leonard? Leonard?
What?
I need to speak to you.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's important.
I highly doubt that. Go away. Are you still out there?
Yes.
He's still out there. After 5 seconds. Oh my fucking god. What is this? 35? Well, is there one for every age, or is 35 something special?
I did just let my dog out though, so I should be able to do it without edits or any breaks needed. I just got news from a job interview I've been waiting for. I didn't sleep again. I couldn't sleep. I was anxious, anticipating this. I need it. But now that it has passed and I was turned down, I'm in a position I've never been in before. I'm freaking out. Over the last couple of years, a lot has happened. And the last few months specifically, even more. And I'm just trying to vent.
I'm just looking at all his retro stuff here.
People. If I could, I don't have insurance right now. If I could, I'd be going to a therapist. I do have friends. None of them live near me. Closest one is in Pennsylvania that I talk to on a regular basis. I do get to see that friend group once a year. We all get together. We call it Nerd Weekend. It's fun. We play board games, card games, video games, all the classics. But I'm at this point now where I'm 35, closer to 36, and my future is as uncertain as it has ever been, and it's got me on edge. My mortgage was due today. I don't have money. My car was due 3 days ago. I don't have money. I'm putting this out there and really don't care about the backlash it may bring. I need to get it out there. If anyone has ever gone through anything similar, I would just like to hear some feedback. So in my younger years, I figured out that I had trichotillomania, which is a disorder where I pull out my facial hair. That's the version I have. I typically have to stay clean shaven. If I try to grow a beard, it grows in very patchy. It's not because it won't grow, it's because I pull it out. Because of that, I learned a lot about people with alopecia and other situations that cause hair loss. And since then, I learned about all of that when I was in my later years of high school. And since then, I've grown my hair out and donated it every few years. It's been like the one thing that makes...
Holy shit. You learn something new every day.
The horse is here.
It better not be fucking okay. Bro. Why are you like this, huh? Right. Maybe it's not sexual. Okay, that's Giga. Alright. I'm done with your shit, alright? I'm done with your shit. There were no further links, okay? Alright, chat. We have some catching up to do here, alright? We have some catching up to do. Today is a big winning streak day. We gotta get to Emerald before the tournament. It's time. All right. A little Morgana. I feel like we had a pretty decent build last time. I don't know if I like the red tree though. I don't know if I like the red tree. Actually, now that I think about it.